Update on the Israeli gun laws or rules. Before October attacks by the neighboring animals, only one pistol was allowed and 50 rounds of ammunition. That changed. Now 100 rounds are allowed, still one pistol, and they are expediting license procurement. So before October 2023, I'm making this video in January 2024, there were 150,000 people with licenses to own a pistol. Remember, you can only own one. They don't have SBR laws like we do in the US, so that's a good thing, kind of. But now, in January, they have over 320,000 people with a license to own a firearm, in this case a pistol. More than double. In comparison, there are 2.5 million CCW license owners in Florida. Even though that's not required, we don't have a licensing requirement anymore. But imagine in 3 months, that number would be 5 million. Right now, it is 1 out of 10 people. It would be 1 out of 5 people for the state of Florida. And the state of Florida is considerably larger than Israel in population, of course. Remember, 6 million people over there. So now 320 plus thousand of those people have ability to protect themselves, their lives, and their families. And one of the tools that I personally like. Now, again, this is a registered SBR, even though it looks like a Glock, because it is. But from the ATF perspective, this is right now a licensed Class 3 firearm short-barreled rifle. Yes, I took advantage of the free registration, since I plan to do some SBRs anyway. So I took the gun I don't shoot, put a new barrel into it, and we'll put a suppressor on it when that paperwork gets through. Now you can own in Israel this Recover Tactical 2020 furniture set or conversion kit that in reality will make it even more useful. Now, I'm repeating the word now way too many times. Sorry about that. In Israel, they're going to have this as a stock. I still have a brace. I'm still waiting for the stock to come. Then I will show how it installs. This is, in essence, just like I said before, an ability enhancer, value add, that allows you to have an alternative to a submachine gun or PCC as we call them in the US. Ability to hit something faster, more accurately than with the regular pistol, because you have literally 3 points of contact versus 1.5. I call 1.5 as this. Regular two-handed grip is 1.5 because one hand touches, second hand half touches, and that's it. Now you have one hand on the grip, one hand on the vertical grip or the mag loader. This is not a grip in essence, but you can put a grip if it's an SBR. Or in Israel, they don't care, they don't have that restriction. And you have a stock. So, and you can see me in the top left of the video. This is actually me. This is my second camera built into the same camcorder. So now what you have is a rapid animal control tool that might give you an extra distance, depends on the caliber. This is a 357 SIG, so it's not that short. I do have an 9mm barrel in here right now, but this is a Glock 31. And that is actually one option. You can have multiple magazines. 67 rounds to go. So 33 plus 1 plus 33, and you can throw the last of your 33 rounders for the full 100 in a pocket. You can have a light on it. I'm a softball, so I put the light on this side. So this gives you the basic ability to see at night or to identify your target. Again, remember, don't walk around with the light on because that gives you away. But sometimes this thing is useful. This is one of my old lights. What else not to like? You have your 1-point sling, which means you can actually collapse the stock or the brace, if it is still a brace in your case. Assuming it doesn't hit the light too much. See, this is one thing you have to be careful. If you mount your light way too close, this is going to be an issue. Which is something I never actually experienced before this video. But if you plan to own this, make sure that the light does not conflict with the stock or the brace. I put it on the wrong slot. So now this is something you can put under your arm over a sling. I cannot show it in this video, this is tabletop. And here is your tool to protect your family. It is not the perfect tool. It is definitely worse than having, let's say, a 5.56 or any kind of intermediate or rifle caliber item. Especially if you are going against fully featured machine guns or assault rifles. Not assault weapons, no such thing, assault rifles. I would rather have that, but this might give you a way to take that said better tool of a dead husk of an animal. And yes, I'm going to call them animals because that's what they are. You don't even have to comment on it, and I don't care what you think about it. But since you're on my channel, probably there's a very high chance you agree. And we need to make sure we protect ourselves in the US from the same people that could be coming across the open border. So even if you don't have an SBR, Glock or M&P, this can also be for 1911s or Smith Wesson M&Ps. Braced version is the least expensive of all the conversion kits that I have found. Sometimes you can buy it for less than $100. This one cost me, I think, $70 overall. Now, admittedly, the mag holder, the red dot optics, light, all of those are extras. But again, this might be your bedside gun if need be. Because remember, you grab what you can. Potentially, if you really mean to, you can buy 2 Magpul D50 Glock, not Glock PCC, Glock drums, and make this a 100 magazine kit. Won't be heavy, but still, that means you don't need this one. You only have 2 mags, and they do work. I actually have several of those, and I'm testing them. We'll see how this comes out. So that's the update on the tool. There are many points where this is useful. First of all, it's very light. The negative part of it is you really have to mount the pistol into it. You have to screw it in using some kind of a tool. And remember, this is not a disassembly, because again, there is no assembly, there is no modification. The gun does not change the status by attaching a conversion module. So to install the pistol, you have to do this. And you have to take the mag thing off to take this thing apart. So now this is your regular basic Glock config. By the way, this is very useful. This is the mounting tool for the pistol into the 2020 brace. And secondary option I found, it makes it extremely comfortable for those that have a weaker hand to rack the slide, while still allowing to see right through it. I didn't expect that, but you can grab this way, you can grab this way. Of course, the gun is unloaded. In fact, I think this might actually sell better by itself as well. Note for the Recover Tactical people. This is a Recover Tactical 2020. It is an Israeli company, as the tool was originally intended for Israel, just like the Ronis and the MCKs of today, specifically for those that cannot own a long gun. And while it does not accomplish the full comparison to a long gun, it is definitely better than nothing and might give you those extra chances needed. Whether you're in US, whether you're not in US or in Israel or anywhere else where you can legally own a pistol, and that's all you have. Whether you simply don't want to own more or can't own more. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Slightly cumbersome video, but then what else do you expect from me? I'll talk to you later.